Alright, how's it going, everybody? So if you remember last time, we set up a diesel engine for powering our electrolyzer, and today we're going to set up one that matches it. But right now we're going to go ahead and just run this pipe over. But before we do that, we are going to connect a pipe to that one, to that one. We're going to connect them together, and that is going to collect the CO2 out of them. And now we need to go figure out where the other engine is for our titanium here, which is this one. And let's go ahead and... Oh, you don't have enough chlorine. Alright, we're not going to run you then. See how you are. Alright, now we need to connect this one as well over to that one. So let's drop this pipe down. I need to get some brass made, by the way. So for right now, we're doing that. But I think I have another idea instead of making brass, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so we're connecting all of those together. That'll collect the CO2 exhaust. And I just heard a click. That's this thing. I'm running more tungsten, but I don't have a whole lot of hydrogen. We'll be getting some more soon. Alright, is it 6 you need? Let's see. You're doing rutile. You need 8. Alright, so you gotta wait another one. Alright, so we're coming into right here because this pipe is running our CO2 out there. So we're gonna connect right here. This pipe. So we'll just bring this over to here and up into there. And that'll allow all of our CO2 to come out and collect at our tank. Now, the only issue with this is we need to put a fluid filter on there because we don't want any of the fluorite to try to go down into that pipe. Now, as of right now, it is empty. And again, we could use an extender there to make a one-way valve. And I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Let's see, we need 6 and 2, and I've got 6 up here. So let's go ahead and hook this up. So we need a long rod. Light that bad boy up. We need 2 long rods and we need 2 normal pipes. By the way, just in case you didn't already know it, you can make a fire extinguisher with CO2. You just need 16K liters of CO2 and an empty spray can in a canning machine. Now, the canning machine takes a circuit, so we're not going to be able to do that currently, but these will turn off a burning box instantly. It'll void the fuel, but it'll shut it off instantly. You can also use it to kill blazes, so really nice. And the empty can just takes redstone and a curved tin plate. So it's really nice and cheap. I like making them. They're a lot of fun to play with in the Nether. And you never know when you might need just shut down a fire quickly. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to make our casing. And then we need to get rid of all of these. We're going to need the wrench there, the hammer there, and these 2 steel pipes. By the way, I did make the tag for the electrolyzer here. And hello? I made that tag. What did I do with that tag? Okay. Now I'm confused. I made the tag. I put the tag in there. It ran because it finished up what it was doing. Where'd my tag go? Alright, I got to figure out where that went. Because I put this one back over here. Oh, wrong one. The tag's in here. They look just alike. They're like twins. And you know what? I will bet you I need a tag for that one too. Electrolyzer CO2. Yep. So I'm going to have to make another one. Go ahead and fix the floor. And since that thing's trying to run over here, let's go ahead and turn that on because it's got 12 more in it. And now we can get our pipes out of here. Why do I only have one pipe? Did I not put... Oh, I already put this pipe in here. There we go. Go that way. There's our tank extender. At times I think I'm losing my mind. Or as Crazy would say, I've already lost it. Alright, so we're going to take that out. We're going to put the extender in there. We're going to set the output that way. And that'll make us a one-way valve that only the CO2 can go up. Nothing can come down. Alright, so we have our magnesium chloride back in there. We just need to get it some more fuel. And we have that all set up and ready to go. So let's turn that on, let that run. We'll shut that back off a minute. That one is out. We're going to end up running a pipe all the way through and out to the tank. But that will not be until we get our machine switches. Alright, so now we need the CO2 tank, which is the second one. And we are going to be running that into, it's a top, right, on the electrolyzer? You know, I just looked this up in the last video. And I got to look it up again. Fluid in top, front, or back. Okay, so top will be perfect. We'll run it in right through there. So let's get on out here. We should have enough pipes. So we need to go up right here to the roof. And we'll go up just like so onto the roof, and we want to be on this one right here, and that's going to be right where that light is. So we'll probably come down at this block. just in case it rains, we're going to put that in there. Now we're going to run this straight across here. Yes, we have a piping floor for our basement. Now we're going to have piping on the roof as well. I put piping everywhere in my factory, except for over the glass, because that will mess up my lighting, and then I'll be upset. So there we go. That should now be done. We can break that and lose half of it on the tank. There we go. Now, if we go back inside, our lights turned off because I got a block update, which is rather annoying. But we can fix that. So now we go in there like that, and we have our CO2. So we need to make another 0 tag. Luckily, I have a little bit of iron left over here. Iron. There we go. So we need 4 small gears and we need 2 rods. So we'll put this back there. And there should be a rod mold right there. We're going to need 2 of them for that. And we need small gears. And then we need that in there. I guess I better get a bite to eat. And I don't have a whole lot. That'll tide me over. And we'll go ahead and drink a purple drink. Yeah. And it had to give me the full slowness 3. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. I didn't want to move for the next week. Alright. We're going to leave this one extra rod in there, because we only need 3 of them. So now we need gears on the corner and rods through the center, and it comes out as a 0. So now we can shove that in here. We're going to get oxygen out, and we're going to get carbon out. So the items are going to come out the right. So that'll be this side. Perfect. We're going to run that down through the floor, and we will connect it up. Oops. We will connect it up to the line that runs over to our barrels, and that'll drop the carbon off. And then the fluid is going to come out there, which is going to be oxygen, which we can also run over to here, because the same line that runs our CO2 also runs, or no, actually we want this one. So we're going to run that up and over and into there. But let's go ahead and see this bad boy run. Alright, there we go. So we are now clearing up our CO2, also making a little bit of it from what we're using to make power, but we're now cleaning up our CO2 from our two processes here, our aluminum and our titanium. And we can go ahead and shut this off. Luckily, it's running on gas, and we have virtually an infinite supply of that. So, not a big deal. There's our oxygen, and our carbon is in there. So now we can actually take and run our carbon, if we felt like it, back to here as well. And it would put it in here for when the petroleum coke is empty, which I may actually do. And we can do the same thing for the coal dust here. We can just run carbon into there. So that will be very, very nice. All right, let's shut that off. Again, it's not going to shut off instantly. But yeah, there you go. We now have our CO2 gas recycling taken care of. I'll go ahead and do the piping for the oxygen and the carbon. And next time we will be working on making plastic. So we're going to be needing this mixer. And we have to figure out what we're doing for the ethylene and polyethylene. So we're going to have to do some cracking. But we'll deal with that in the next one. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time.